set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
There we go. Pac-Man. 20.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Switch. Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and those creases like they were able to exploit.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the new Giant, Antoine Bethea. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teed.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Paulson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Logan Paulson is known as more of a blocking tight end. He's never had more than 28 catches in a season, but a nice grab there. Those types of players can often surprise you.
Great 15, great 15. Hey, Orbit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 36. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, it's Wentz. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his man here. It's Green. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
First down, Redskins.
Check. X3. 218.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
26.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Play action. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
weapon. Slam, slam. Shift, shift. 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. To try again after the sack, Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Finding Green complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And again, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wentz. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 17 yards and a giant first down. Wentz now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now that Redskin offense coming back onto the field. They'll go for two here. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking for his big receiver. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it's 3rd and goal. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
It's hauled in by Marshall for a giant touchdown. Brandon Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Geno Atkins got home that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz for Marshall. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
5-9.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On 1st down, Wentz. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. Wentz to throw again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Haven't they do?
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly.